a while.
They were in Sick and Twisted. Oh well, we got sick and murdered
Sick and
hobos.
Sick and murdered hobos. It's a sad day.
So we're gonna lose this game, but we're gonna fuck them up. That's how
definitely flat.
Oh,
I got stems. Do you guys want stems?
Oh, I'm good.
Gary?
What's up?
Would you like a stem, Mr. Kirihi?
He left.
No, I'm good, man. Thank you.
Okay. Now, he says it's totally fine and he doesn't think you're being a bitch at all.
Exactly.
He said, quote, nah, unquote.
Exactly.
Well, I have to translate things. That's what I do. I'm like the translator.
You translated well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Even like, we're not even in the same room or anything, so there's no body language.
I'm really fucking good at what I do. I keep trying to tell people this, and they're like, man, you're full of yourself. And I'm like, what you're really trying to say is you really appreciate what I'm doing, and if I wasn't here, you'd be fucked. Oh. Yeah, you're right. I'm like, thank you. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, that was what I meant.
I'm gonna go back to what I'm doing now and pretend you didn't say anything. Oh, I murdered, but not before I took one with me.
Well, who's running the ball? Who just ran the ball?
No, they have to do something while we're stuck in the spawn zone.
But that was our team that scored. Now they quit again.
I'd quit too if I was
I
up
was
against.
guarding them.
You're an enabler. He's enabling.
It's
the
Rain.
other.
Bye, Rain. Ooh, murdered.
I'll protect you, Kirihi. Pew 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 pew. Ooh, ah. Ooh, ah. Yeah, we rock.
We are rocked.
We rocked.
Movie.
Yeah. Looks like there's a bunch of, oh, what was that game called? That great, like, arcade, Bad Dudes? No, not Bad Dudes. It's a bad, yeah.
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, that's what, yeah. Double
You did
Dragon.
the kick from Double Dragon at the end.
Yep.
The way the video game opens up.
Yep. Actually, the only thing that would have made it funnier is if he, or not funnier in a good way, but like, if he walked up, punched the girl in the stomach, and took off with her while they're all working on their cars. As if, like, you didn't hear anything. Like, and then they could just punch a car, like, halfway through the movie and just beat the crap out of it.
See, I would pay money to see that.
Yeah, they should have turned a Final Fight. They should have made a movie out of Final Fight with Hagar and Cody, Guy.
Raintards.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Getting stunned.
Well, they'll run out of stuns.
Business.
They'll run out of stuns here in a minute, and then we will wipe them with our dots. And hear the lament of their spawn point.
Haha, killed you with the blow, okay.
We will overload their spawn point with dead marauders. Uh-oh. Let those dots work on you for a minute. Do, 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 do.
You gonna die. You 47k Sage. PvE gear much?
No, you're fine. Damn it, don't you dare fucking steal my 1v1! Oh, are you serious? He did it, little bastard.
Actually, I think I got it in the end.
Oh, I don't care about who stole the killing blow.
I stole it from him.
I'd like burnt that guy from 100% down to about 5%.
Somebody gets me every time I do it.
Yeah. You bring it on yourself, Carrie. And you know you do.
I just automatically target the lowest energy person out there.
But I brought him all the way to a corner of the map where that guy had to like go out and find him or something. I was nowhere near anybody.
No, I came from the spawn point.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I had him over in a corner behind a damn shipping container. Unbelievable.
That kicked me in the nut.
Do you know how long it took to burn through all his cooldowns?
Were you fighting a guardian?
Yes. It was like a 5-minute battle. I had to like
You're gonna solo
perfectly.
someone. Why would you make it him?
Because it's funny. Because I did all my dots and then I bubbled, and then he had to burn through a bunch of his cooldowns, and then I healed all the way up again, stunned him, did all my dots again. I was cycling everything perfectly so I could get my huge force leech from my affliction. It was like really hard to do all that.
It is.
But no, you guys are like, oh look, a guardian with no more cooldowns.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in mid, killing this sentinel.
Somebody was on him before I was.
Yeah, I know. It was. I know. I wasn't complaining about you, Kiri. It was that. It was.
The guy that you threatened.
Yeah, it was the guy that I read. No. It was Azuzel, I think.
Tired.
Oh, you got to work tomorrow?
Yep. Because I looked over the more official scheduling than the email they sent me. The email they sent me had me starting Monday. But I looked at a little program called Aspect, and in there it has me working tomorrow. So
Whoa.
that's like if you miss a day and you don't call in, then you kind of get into a lot of trouble. So.
Oh, I bet.
Don't do that.
And they probably don't call you and tell you either. You just find out the next day.
Yeah. Which, like, well, technically it'd be a no-call, no-show, so it's like... And it's that whole thing of, like, well, you're responsible for knowing your schedule, so...
But how do they know your schedule? I would just say, I think you don't know what my schedule was. I don't know. Do they try to make an effort to call you at all? Or they just go, fuck him. I guess he's not going to come in.
They
and we're just
don't,
gonna
I mean,
fuck
they
him.
don't call you and say, yo, where you at? That's not, yeah.
Wow. That just seems vindictive at that point. I had that talk with my prior boss.
Hold on, because there's... Like your schedule, it's they send out emails if your schedule changes. They send you out the little command center or whatever sends you out an email letting you know it's changed and all the effective dates and to where it goes from like it'll give you all the individual dates and then it gives you basically a listing of your the individual days down to break times and all that stuff. And then aspect is the one where you have all your vacation days or your vacation hours that you can put in your actual schedules per day, where you go in and request things, request days off, all that stuff.
Right.
So it gives you your schedule in there as well.
I still think it's vindictive bullshit, and I'll tell you why. Because if you're not going to have a schedule, or if you're not going to enforce a schedule to where you actually check and see what's going on with the person, then you're just doing it for coverage, which is fine, but if the coverage is important, then you should still... Do they make any kind of effort to actually get coverage if you're not going to be there? Like, is there a backup plan or a...
Like, you mean, call people in?
A call... Yeah.
No. They don't do that.
So they don't do that either?
Well, that's not part of their duty. That's... They're the ones that just issue the schedules and just report for the people being there. If you call in or something like that, or you're off, they note it, they adjust it, they log it in there. It's like, okay, you missed you were out this day, that kind of stuff. But they're not.
No new person comes in.
They don't call anybody in, no.
Wow, it's weird. It's really weird.
Well, it's not like it's not. Every day they automatically expect a certain number of people not to show up.
Really?
Yeah, so they're already set up that way. So there's so many
so
hours of every
in.
day that is set up that, we expect, we have 200 employees, we expect, not, let's say 10 every day not to show up.
Oh.
And so they kind of prepare for that with staffing and all other stuff. But I've never seen it to where it may happen that they were like super short and would call people in, but I've never seen it. And even then, I don't know if they can. They can call and ask. I don't think they would be the ones doing it though.
Oh, I stopped him at 8.0 seconds. Oh, he's gotta be pissed.
I was trying to stop him, but I hit the wrong button. Well, I guess if it's baked into the schedule. But
it's also a lot of like you're kind of responsible for knowing what your shift is and what you work. Not them, really.
Yeah, but what if something happened to you? See, the argument that managers usually try to make, and this is what I had to deal with.
And this is a whole separate entity. This isn't my manager.
Yeah.
Like, the managers aren't allowed to add, like, if you're out, they're not allowed to ask you why.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's a legal thing. They can't, and it's been like that for a while, like, pretty much everywhere I've worked for, like, the last 10 years, it's been like that.
Weird.
They can't, like, you see it more in retail and stuff, but they can't, where were you yesterday? Oh, I don't feel that's a reason to miss work. They don't do that anymore.
Wow, I got hit with that shit all the time from...
Yeah.
Where were you? Why weren't you here? Why weren't you doing this? Why weren't you doing that? We have to know. We have to know. It's like, you don't have to know shit. No, I have to know. What?
Nope, they're like, if you're out, you're out. Like, they don't...
Wow.
There's no... And the only time even that becomes an issue is if you don't have, like, vacation or business time, personal business time to fill in those absences.
No.
Then it's because it's close to being an excused absence at that point, so that's when it becomes an issue.
Wow.
Because you can't cover yourself, so that's when they're like, oh, what's going on?
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah, you're given a lot of time every year to do it, so you get 2 weeks of vacation, which you can take all at once or take